Question 1 and 2 refer to the information and graph below. Let function f let function f be defined by the graph in the accompanying figure. So we have a graph, so there's a graph with 2 terms in the question. Now the questions are, question number 1, there are 2 questions to answer here. For what positive integer k is 1, 0, and x-intercept of the graph of y equals f x minus k. So now, let this particular graph, the one we are given, let it be f of x. So for f of x to become f in bracket x minus k, that means the original graph is moved to the right. So the number of times you move to the right will give also the value of k. You understand that better when you study topic reflections and translation of the graph. So we want x-intercept means the point on the graph where the value of y is, or where the graph passes through the x-axis. So the original x-intercept for f of x minus 1 is the question. If you are moving it to the right, that means you add a particular value to minus k, so that the new value of x will not be 1. So this becomes minus 1 plus k equals 1. So k equals 2. So that means our answer is 2 for question number 1. Let me wipe that off. Then we'll move to the second question. Let m represent the number of points at which the graph of y equals 0 of x and g of x equals 3 intersect. M means number of points it intersect. The graph of f of x has been given. The graph of g of x equals 3 is the horizontal line that passes through to this particular line. So this particular line, that is horizontal line that passes through point 3, that is g of x equals 3. You can see that it intersects f of x at 3.123. So that means m equals 3. Let m represent the number of points at which the graph of y in bracket, y equals y. Y equals f of x minus 1. Now you can see this figure minus 1 has occurred outside the bracket. So this means that this new graph is when you move the original graph down by 1 unit. So if you move this graph down by 1 unit, the turning will occur at point 3. So when you move this one down by 1 unit, turning will occur at point 3. And then that means n will be equals to, if you meet the graph of g of x equals 3 twice, 2 times, so n will be equals to 2 based on the explanation I just made. So what is the value of n plus 3 plus 2, 5? So the answer for question number 3 is 5. So thanks for waiting until the end of the explanation. I am Adewale Fasite. You need to talk of text 12. You have, I need of assistance